Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today I have a viewer email, and he was about to break no contact, and he wanted to know if he should break it. And I'm going to tell you what I told him and go through his email. But before I do that, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And while you're at it, tap the bell icon so you'll be notified when a new video is up. All right, let's get started. He says, I met a woman last summer and we instantly hit it off and told each other we're just going to focus on one another. I was a little worried because she had just gotten out of a 1-year relationship 1 month prior. So I told her that I think we should take it slow. Well, I'm glad that you said to take it slow, but I don't know why you had to say we should focus on one another. That's kind of the opposite of taking it slow, because you take it slow in order to get to the point where you just focus on one another. You don't say we're going to focus on one another, but we're going to take it slow. You can't do both. You either do one or the other. Okay, we hanged out. That's what he wrote. Sorry, that's what he wrote. We hung out 2 times after that and continued to talk on the phone and text for about a month. I noticed she started fading away, so I let her, thinking she wasn't ready for another relationship. She canceled 2 dates on me. One was a lunch date and another was a wedding date. The wedding date was because her daughter was sick. Now, normally if someone cancels 2 dates on you, that's it. I told the story of the guy who, well, he canceled 3 dates. 3 strikes, you're out. And that was it. I ghosted him for 1.5 years. Now, she had the excuse that her daughter was sick. So we don't know if it was true. Let's assume it was. Okay, so if someone's daughter or child is sick, okay, obviously there's nothing you can do. But you just got to watch it. When someone cancels a date, bad sign, because if someone has high interest level, they can't wait to see you. They're not canceling dates. They're trying to see you, not cancel dates. So he said, I didn't want to chase her, so I gave her some space, about 2 weeks, and asked if she wanted to go to a concert, to which she agreed. We didn't talk for a week. I checked in with her to confirm the date a few days before the concert. She responded, yes, I'm still good to go. We chit-chatted for a little bit, and she told me she was about to go out with a guy for drinks. I asked her if this was like a dating guy, and she said she wasn't sure yet. Stop it. You know if it's a date. You know if it's a quote-unquote dating guy. She was sure, but she didn't want to hurt your feelings. Although bringing it up hurt your feelings, and she knew what she was doing, but she didn't care. Her interest is not that high. So he says, I thought about that for a few hours and then texted her that the date was off and I'm going to take someone else because I felt disrespected with her telling me that. A few weeks went by and I felt guilty. This is what happens when you overreact. And you overreact when you have a high interest level. As I've talked about before, when someone has an interest level above 90%, they can't control what they say, they can't control what they do. That's why you got to watch your interest level, and your job is to get their interest level high, not yours. And if your interest level is high, you better learn how to chill. Because this is what happens. Now you've already made a fool of yourself because you know you were out of line, because you were not exclusive and she had a right to go out with whoever she wanted, and you overreacted, and that makes you look bad. It makes you look needy. But then on top of that, then he says, I felt guilty since technically we weren't together, right? And I apologized. I know I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, I would have just, if you still want to see her, asked her out. I mean, you did what you did, but okay. And then he puts it in an excuse. Well, she's a single mom, and I felt like she works hard, and she has a lot of responsibilities on her shoulder. I didn't want to add any stress on her. She did care about me. What is happening? Everyone has stress on their shoulders. Like, now she gets a pass because she's a single mom. It's like, come on. That's because of your high interest level. So you justify your actions with your high interest level. Anyways, moving on. She told me that she just wasn't interested in me. Yeah, and I think she was interested in the beginning, but you slowly lowered her interest level. And he goes, well, it makes no sense because she agreed multiple times to hang out. Yeah, but every time you hung out, her interest level probably went down. That's what happened. Just because she agreed to go out before and she hung out, it didn't mean that her interest level stayed the same. It's always changing, people. It's always changing. That's why you got to watch it. Watch what you say and watch what you do. He continues, I went quiet again for a few weeks, and then on Valentine's Day, I sent her a happy Valentine's Day text. He responded, or she responded, thanks, you too. I guess he didn't see my video about should you reach out to your ex on Valentine's, because then he would have known the answer would have been no. So he just keeps lowering her interest level. He just keeps making mistake after mistake after mistake. After that, he says, finally, after that, I decided to go no contact. No watching Facebook stories, no liking posts, complete no contact. Yeah, but the thing is, there was really no breakup here. I mean, you're kind of the one that made the scene about the fact that she was going out with someone else, and now you're saying, oh, I'm going no contact. Well, she didn't break up with you. You kind of walked away, so I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, his question after all this to me is, Mother's Day is coming up, and I'm pretty sure she's not dating anyone else. So I'm thinking about breaking no contact and asking her to a baseball game. Not sure if I should. Hell no. She hasn't reached out to you and now you're going to reward her with a baseball game? Sure, just keep making mistake after mistake and lowering her interest level. Yeah, that'll get you the relationship you want. Thank God he reached out to me. So of course I told him, no, do not invite her to a baseball game or anything else. And he wrote back, thank you, Lucia. I was really close to cracking. Anxiety was built up. You're a tremendous help. Well, people, you got to learn to deal with your anxiety. I mean, my coaching clients, luckily, they can contact me when they're feeling anxious and I talk them down off the ledge. That's one of the benefits of getting coaching. Obviously, I know not everyone can afford it. So if you can't, then you have to find a way to deal with your anxiety. Your anxiety is just going to make things worse. You're going to keep reaching out, making mistakes. Their interest level is going to go lower and lower, and your anxiety is going to go higher and higher. So you need a way to take control of your anxiety. Hopefully not with meds. There's natural ways to do it. You should be working out, meditating, spend time in nature, focusing on your purpose, improving yourself. Everything you can. Deal with that anxiety or it's going to have its way with you and it's not going to be pretty. So, if you are about to crack, about to break no contact, I hope that instead that you will reach out to me instead about a private coaching session so that I can help you and stop you from making a big mistake. And you can contact me at theartoflove.net. The direct link is below. And you can also sign up for my free newsletter while you're there. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.